everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video, hope you enjoy. One of the best things we did talking about like competition was with Martin Froman.
He
came in because he was just so like open about it. He's like, man, even this year when we did the Queensland State Championship, he competed as well and stuff, and he went alright. And he's like, man, even on the Nogi day, I didn't want to go there. I didn't feel like going. I woke up, didn't want to go. I didn't want to go, and I feel because he was just so honest about it. And I'm like, the thing is like anything that at all is going to be beneficial for your life is generally challenging or difficult, and like you just have to make a choice to do that. And whether it's starting competition the first time or training with somebody that's a difficult train in the gym, like we always generally now look to avoid the most challenging, difficult things in life, but that's the things that bring the most, like you said, it's failure, it's whatever, it brings the most growth, it gives you the most opportunity, right, to get something out of it. That's what you have to seek out.
I do often use this as a little analogy for my students when I see them trying to avoid those hard roles. I'm like, if you were trying to be like a pro basketballer and you rock up down to your local court. So on one court there's a 5-year-old playing and he's got some very good technical stuff happening. He's shooting hoops. Okay, on the other court you've got LeBron. Now, which one do you choose? It's like, me personally, I'm going to go LeBron every time. I'm going to get beaten every time. There's nothing I can do with that guy that is going to make me get ahead. But then, after 6 months of getting beaten by LeBron, I go play somebody who was on my level 6 months before. I'm going to thrash them. I'm going to make them look silly because I've had that experience. And it filters down. It just filters down. So I'm always looking for the harder ones.
Yeah, I think that's a funny thing, and it's like kind of like a paradox to life. Like you're either going to get front-loaded difficulty, or you're going to get it on the back end, and it's based on what you choose. Like in those challenging situations, and that's what a lot of people pick. Like, all right, you want easy, first, 10 years of experience in jiu-jitsu, or the first 5 years is easy. Well, now the fucking back end's going to be hard, and it's. Whether it's you, a strong, powerful, athletic guy that can just rip on kimuras for the first 3 or 4 years of jiu-jitsu because you're stronger than guys, and then you haven't worked on anything technically, and after that, the next, if you continue, which is a lot of the time why people kind of give up on.
We had this conversation, sometimes the guys will get to black belt, higher belt, and they only have this technique, and they like people start catching up with the defense and everything, they stop, because they have no idea that the game started, they're not looking good, They haven't.
Or there's people that like consistently, maybe it's a smaller guy or a flexible guy or whatever, and they consistently just go with everyone that bashes them. And now, like after 5 years, they're so well rounded and they're so skilled in so many different scenarios. Like they're difficult for everyone.
Yep.
And it's whether or not you take the hard work first or you want to take the easy route early, and that's a paradox to life, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean. If you were going to become a doctor or a lawyer or something, you're going to spend years at uni, no sleep, eating 2-minute noodles.
Busting your ass,
and then later on, when you get to retirement, it's just like, wow, now I can actually really live. This is amazing. This is so easy. It
took a lot of hard work to get there.
A lot. And I guess for us watching students come up, we can see who's putting in that hard work early. We can see who's trying to avoid the hard work.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious. And then as they're improving, I would much rather personally be rolling with the guy that has tried to backload. Yeah. It's going to be an easy roll. It's like, okay, this is fine. Yeah. You've spent no time working hard and trying to get those little gains. You were trying to get these big gains at the start, beating up again, beating up that 5-year-old. And it's just
You're superior in every area. That's why it's so easy. But go and train with someone that's just as strong, just as they don't do well.
and it's like if I look at it as jiu-jitsu, I don't need jiu-jitsu to beat up a 5-year-old. I pick him up, spin him on my finger, and throw him against a wall. I don't do that, but you know what I'm saying. But then I go up against somebody who's bigger and stronger than me. If I haven't put in that work and actually tried to develop some jiu-jitsu, I'm just.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.